Hi guys, back from the Chechenian demo. I was just participating for celebrating the liberation, the Independence Day of Chechnya. I learned that Austria is extraditing or sending, repatriating Chechens, Austrians who live here with Chechen roots, is sending them towards Russia under the pretext that that's their nation, their state responsible for them. And then they are forced into slavery, meaning serving as a Russian soldier, and then they are fighting for Russia in Ukraine as slave soldiers, because Austria is basically feeding the war machine of Russia with human cannon fodder. And just because we are racist and we don't like foreigners and they are Muslims or whatever the reason is this, I call on Austria to stop that practice. This is utterly inhumane and silly. We are the country which is sending not a single weapon in 3.5 years of war, which is an outrageous scandal, but to Ukraine, which we should, as everybody else in Europe does, because it's an essential and crucial war, which we are, of course, part of, because Russia has decided to wage war against us. We are somehow neutral still. And then we are not sending weapons to Ukraine, but we are sending soldiers to Russia. I mean, how bad can it be? This must absolutely immediately stop, immediately. And then, of course, we must send weapons to Ukraine. It's also simple. If you have no moral fiber, you can at least do it in order to save the Austrian industry, because no single international investor will invest in Austrian manufacturing under the current laws restricting arms supply to Ukraine, which is of course the most important customer of everybody for the future. And then we are not allowed to send, so we're depriving our industrial core and destroyed ourselves as the only economy in Europe, in the European history, in a 4 years long recession during wartime. This has never happened. So silly one has to be. What's wrong? A lot, it seems, and this must change. Join NATO, supply weapons to Ukraine, open the labor market permanently for the Ukrainians, Western Balkans, conclude the Mercosur agreement, and of course join NATO and supply weapons and be normal. And stop sending people into the Russian war machine. What a crime that is. And it's simply silly. Okay, thanks a lot. Happy Sunday and more next Monday. Bye from Vienna.